so basically I have to start this conversation
Sure.
by say, is
this for real?
Yeah, but
I have not been taken seriously since I've done anything, so.
Since you've done anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's just start with the email that I sent out a while back about all the food safety concerns that I have addressed. Do we remember that email? Do you remember that email?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, all these things keep reoccurring, and I have documents on all of these things, and yet the only thing that happened was me getting accused of like being a wild man and accusing everybody of all this stuff. I'm just trying to help, and not only did I like come to you guys with these concerns, but I also brought a solution for every single one of them, and I got no response from anybody. The only thing I got was yelled at by our new team leader in a very disrespectful manner, and I do not accept that whatsoever. And then Sunday I came in here and food was left in the hallway for 2 days. There was communication on our landlord walks about it, and it was just rotting and nobody did anything about it. That's unacceptable. Speechless. I am speechless at this point. 13 years of my life, a decade of my life I've given to this company. I've never seen anything like this store in my life. And the fact that nobody seems to care or is concerned about it but me really drives me up the wall. And the only thing that was addressed was me addressing these issues. And I have photographic evidence and backups of all my emails that I sent to back all this stuff up. So what has been done? And all I got yesterday for my concerns again was a note to file that I didn't even get to see or sign, which I would also like a copy of before I leave today.
I don't know anything about.
See, and then you don't even know anything about it. And then yesterday I was in here with Melissa and Patrick, and they said I was being condescending, and then they started rubbing it in my face that I was on my final warning for performance. So then they're threatening my job because I'm concerned about food safety. That's unacceptable.
Okay.
That's a lawsuit right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to be having a free consultation about these things because I've addressed it multiple times and nobody's done anything about it. I addressed it on that email. I brought John, our prepared foods point person, into the cooler, pointed it out. His response to me was send Patrick an email. Well, we all know what happened when I sent Patrick an email. He read it in some sort of tone like I'm some sort of jerk, like coming out to get him or something. It's like, no, I brought you my concerns. It's a real concern that needs to be addressed. Food safety should be number one. I don't care what the hell's going on around here. And then I CC'd all the leaders. Nobody did anything about it. John's response to me was, tell somebody that could do something about it, which is funny because I CC'd every manager in this building and nobody did anything about it. The only thing that happened was me getting in trouble some more. I can't have that. This is my life. This is my career. Whole Foods is my life. And this place is ruining my life. And now I can't even transfer because I'm on performance because all this type of stuff happened in meat department too. But I had nothing to back myself up. But now I got all kinds of emails. I have everybody's name in a file on the left-hand side. I save everybody's emails. I've archived everything. Nobody even responds to my emails. All I heard was about my communication in there and how I need to communicate these things, and I get no responses. I could prove that too. And then I called them out on the spoilage that was rotting in the back, and he tried to flip it around. Patrick tried to flip it around on me and Josh, when clearly there was 2 communications from the landlord, and he did nothing about it. That's not on me. I'm coming to you with a concern, and you're flipping it back on me like it was my bad. I was off for 2 days. That was your bad, not mine. Tell me another lie. Give me another excuse, because that's all that I've been getting lately. And I try so hard in this store, and all I get is resistance. And when you first started, before Patrick even got here, we all got together as a group. I sat down and in my spare time put an action plan together. We all got down as a group and reviewed it. We all thought it was going to work. We all said we were going to do it. And then now everything seems to be just like out the window. It's the Patrick show, and Eli's a big jerk because he has standards. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. So, and I'm sorry that it has to be down this way. And then getting like the final warning rubbed in my face because I was concerned about food rotting in the hallway, that's unacceptable. Like, I cannot deal with that. Now I got to worry about my job every time I walk in here, and now I can't trust any leadership in here because I sent these emails to everybody, and nobody has done anything except for reprimand me because I'm a terrible person because I don't want to get anybody sick.
Okay.
That's pretty much where I'm at, and it's just ridiculous. And now I can't even trust any witnesses. It's like right now, if I didn't have this phone going right now, I would insist that a regular team member come in here and be my witness because leadership's all on the same level, and like they're going to be biased. And as far as I'm concerned, they're not good for witnesses because it's just I'm speechless. I don't even know where to begin. And trust me, like, I'm not like some sort of rat stool pigeon. Like, I feel like such a jackass standing around being like, well, you guys, like, how am I the only one doing this? Like, we're all adults here. Am I the only one that is seeing this? Like, holy cow. The amount of spoilage that we've had in the past, like, month, I know you've had to hear about that. And this is exactly nobody could even give me a response on why they haven't returned my emails. They all just sat there with their mouths open, like it was like nothing. So it's just, I'm speechless. It took everything in my little body to come in here and to keep coming in here the past couple of days. I'm not gonna lie. And then the picture that Michael had of that freezer and what I just had to do in there again today after 2 days, like I just did it 2 days ago. I got signs in there of everything. Like, I could go in there right now and we could look at all Whole Foods money just wasted, like, because nobody likes to move things around in that freezer. Nobody likes to put stuff back in that freezer. And it's just like, it's blind ordering. They're ordering crap just to order it. And then when I get frustrated because there's no spots for it, and everybody gets frustrated because the freezer's like crap and all the carts are pulled out, like, that's landing back on me. And I can only spend so many 4 to 8 hour shifts in that freezer, like, picking up everybody's mess before, like, nobody's taking me seriously since I've done all this. And now that I'm barking, now all of a sudden I'm getting a response, but in a negative way, as usual. Now I'm getting notes to file that I didn't even get to see or sign, all written by people that, as far as I'm concerned, don't have any respect for me whatsoever.
Okay. So I have a conference call, and that's one thing.
No worries, you're good. And this isn't a Steve thing. And
No,
it sounds like you didn't even get any communication, and there it is.
Well, yes and no. Okay. I did get some communication. The reason I asked to see you today is because in that meeting, we kind of went one direction, and I know you had opinions, and so I wanted to make sure I had sit down with you.
Absolutely.
So during that meeting, I said, hey, I'll talk to you separately, and that was my whole motivation.
Right.
After that meeting, I did hear about some of this stuff, and
right.
so I'm like, okay, I got to figure this out. I got to talk to Eli. I still need to figure this out. We all know that there's a lot going on today, and so I have a conference call in
right.
less than 10 minutes that I need to be on. And so I do plan on being on there. I think this
You're
conversation will be more than 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I think this
definitely.
conversation needs to be scheduled. Okay?
I think so.
So I need to figure out when you and I are both here where we have a representation that you are comfortable with so
okay.
that we can have this talk.
Wonderful.
What is there someone I can reach out to in either regional or anywhere?
There's a man named Tenzin who works at Pearl Street. He's in charge of food safety down there.
He's not necessarily in store leadership. I can look to get him.
Okay, well, I like him present at least.
He's a shift leader. Is Tammy Thomas?
Sure, wonderful. She hired me
Tammy
down at
Thomas.
Pearl.
Okay, great.
Or actually, and then like Carolyn Falco or whatever.
Okay.
She was my oldest team leader. I know.
Okay.
I would not mind having her in the building.
Okay.
That's
All
for
right.
sure.
So because Tammy deals with team member services,
okay.
I think she's the best one.
Sure.
So I'm going to reach out to her.
Absolutely.
And I will see when she has time, when you have time, and when I have time.
Sounds great.
Sit down and talk. Okay.
I appreciate
Does that sound good? So that's kind of where we're going to leave this.
Sounds good.
And we will move forward, and I will let you know as soon as I can.
Sounds good.
All right, great.
Yep, and it just was very frustrating when my point person told me to send another email out. That's not the response I expect from a store team leader after I've addressed these items multiple times.
Okay.
Okay.
We will get that meeting put together, okay?
Thank you so much.